Hey, everybody. It's me, Sarah Blessing. I'm with Brian Zimmerman,
Oh,
and this is amazing. We are going to do a new thing. We're with Project Next Media, and our whole mission of Project Next Media is to make your life better and to take out the fear and the anxiety and the hate and the division that's in our news sources today, and to unite us and show what we do have common and to get people out in the community. And I'm pretty excited about where this is going. So this is just a quick episode. Let's see if that's going to work. There we go. And first, I want to tell people how I met you, because I literally met you 8 days ago.
yeah,
But I know a decent amount about you for knowing somebody for 8 days.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I'd agree with
I
that.
think you know a lot about
Yeah,
me now.
yeah.
So I met Brian because I did my first mental health or mental fitness show with Shane Snelling, who lives in Corden, and he's in the military. And after the episode, he promoted it to all his friends, which he did a great job, by the way. He gets an A+ on promoting Project Next. And he sent it to you, right?
Yes,
Did he
sent
text
me
it
an
to
invite.
you?
He sent me an invite to watch it, the show, and yeah, it was great.
So you watched the show,
Watched
and
it.
then you mentioned to him.
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
know this
I
part.
mentioned to him as soon as he sent me the invite, and I saw what Project Next is doing, the importance that they're placing on making people's lives better. I thought, you know what, I've experienced a lot. I've gone through a lot of trouble. I've had a lot of great things happen, and if my story can help someone, even just one person, that's what I want to do. So I immediately texted right away. Please let her know that I'll come on the show
Yeah,
whenever.
and then
Yeah,
he put us on a group
yeah.
Facebook text. Yeah, and then we met last Monday, so 8 days
Yes.
ago.
Yep.
So I meet Brian. I'm like, sure, we could do an episode together. He starts telling me about his life. I'm like, where did you come from? Like, he's a real life hero, American hero, has this incredible life story. I couldn't believe he was sitting in my kitchen having coffee with me talking. It went on almost 3 hours. We
Yeah.
talked. I
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
starving by the end, but I was like,
Yeah.
this was amazing,
It
because
was a
we
great
came at
therapy
like 11.
session.
It seriously was. And then we decided, oh no, this shouldn't be one mental fitness show.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
should be your own show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming out this Thursday at noon, March 13th. And one of the reasons we're doing this right now is we're practicing our live equipment. So if the sound is not good, please let us know. We don't know. We think it's good. It looks blue and green over there. I'm trying out some new.
The electronics is telling us that we're good.
So hopefully you can
You
hear
tell
us.
it. Give us your
Yeah.
opinion
So
on it.
yeah, let us know if you can hear it, okay? And so we wanted to practice on location. Also, Brian Zimmerman is with the family, the Zimmerman art glass.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And so we're here in the business in Corden, and it's beautiful. And it's really cool. So you'll get to see stuff with that too.
Absolutely.
With your families. And
Yeah.
your family's amazing. That's another
Yeah.
thing I've been learning in this last 8 days, that your
Oh, yeah.
family's really cool.
Yeah, they sure are.
So, okay. So show us your muscles. I need
No.
Yeah. Look at this.
My-
Look at this. Look
my
at this.
most-
Look at this.
My most dangerous muscle, I would have to say, is right
Oh
here.
yeah. But I'm just saying. Okay, so
Got some guns too.
yeah, I work out, but they're not.
I work
bad.
out.
Okay, so that's part of being mental fit, is being all the way
Being
fit.
physically fit for me
Yeah.
assists my mental fitness.
So you were in the special forces for almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. That's right. Yeah.
And you were in something called the Green Berets.
Yes, I was a Green
And
Beret.
correct me if I'm wrong. You were put into some serious training with 200 people.
Yes. So after 9/11 happened, in 2001, when 9/11 happened, I had just graduated from Indiana University in May of 01, and I was still training. I was in track and field, trying to follow in my dad's footsteps in the decathlon. And 9/11 happened, and I thought, I'm joining. I'm going to protect America. I'm going to,
I remember that.
very, very pedal to the floor. And my dad, Kerry, who a lot of you I'm sure know, said, Brian, I support you no matter what. If that's what you want to do, by all means, go do it. He said, just don't make it an emotional decision. Come off the gas, think about it. give it some time, and then if you want to go back and do it, this war is not going anywhere.
That sounds pretty wise.
Pretty wise. So that's what I did, and it just so happens that that time that I took to really to think about whether that's what I wanted to do or not, the Army came out with a program called the 18 X-ray program, and that's where they were recruiting guys right off the street to go into a program to be trained and assessed to see if you could go to Special Forces assessment and selection, which is generally in the military. People who go to selection, they've been in the military from anywhere from like 8 to 12 years. So there's a very steep learning curve. Long story longer, about 200 of us were initially brought in, and of those 200, 30 actually were sent to selection. All 30 got selected. They knew exactly what they were looking for, and it never stopped from there.
Yeah. So we're going to talk more about this on Thursday, but his life is pretty incredible. I would say it was intense, and you've had intense great things and intense rough things, and you've also really been tested mentally in your life before the military, during the military, and after.
Yes.
And I would say from talking to you in the last 8 days that you're pretty mentally fit, pretty wise, still on the journey, still searching,
100%.
still learning.
Still on the journey.
And because of the things that you had happen to you, you're always going to be on the journey because you've had really difficult things happen in your life.
Right.
And I think since Brian's willing to be really detailed and vulnerable and get into his whole life, if you guys stay with us for this ride, I think it's going to help all of us be better humans, be stronger. And then my ultimate goal is to help as many people suffering mentally, especially suffering silently. They haven't told anyone.
Absolutely.
My big goal is to encourage them to find somebody that cares. And if they don't think they have anybody, we care. You can message us, we care.
Absolutely.
And with this show, if we can help prevent anybody from hurting themselves, it's worth it. We are hearing about the loneliness like epidemic that's happening in the world and in America. And that's something I'm really worried about. That's one of the reasons I started Project Next with Tim Peck, is to let people know they're not alone. Our news sources might act like we're divided, but we're not really. When you go out and you go to the grocery store, most people are really nice. You know, if you fell down or you dropped your groceries, most of the time, all the people are going to run up and help you.
Yeah.
And so the reality is not what we're seeing on news and social media. And that concerns me as someone that's trying to be active and help the county and the state and the country. So also your political views are sort of different on some things, I think. And that'll be fun to get into that too, because we don't have to agree. We can still be like good friends and trust each other and care about each other. And we don't have to have, your life's pretty different from my life. I bet I can learn a lot from you, and I bet you can learn a lot
from me. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll do that too. I'm excited to have a different perspective. We've never had a veteran on the show. Well, Shane active.
He's active.
So I guess you can't call him that.
Sorta.
And then we had Destiny. So we've had two people.
Yeah.
But this is Special Forces, Green Beret. Also, he has skydived a bunch. A lot.
I was an instructor. I was a military free fall instructor in Yuma, Arizona. So
we can learn some mental things from that. You doing that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
And I'm afraid of heights. So if I get higher than 15 feet in a tree stand.
Today?
Yeah, no bueno.
But you jump out of planes.
Bump that back down.
Well, that makes me feel a little better, because you should learn about this person. It's like, what have you done? What have you? So you should.
But we'll do a whole show on that, on fear and danger and what you can control, what you can't control. We're gonna flesh that out.
I'm reading a book that he let me borrow about the Special Forces, and then I get to like ask him about it. What was your experience like with this? And it's fascinating. And so I can't wait for him to tell you guys about his training, what it was like on missions, what it's been like coming home, your life before you joined the military. It's all fascinating. So you guys join us this Thursday at noon, and then it'll be a mental fitness show. And then we're going to have his own show starting on Mondays probably. We'll probably do it most Mondays.
Yeah.
And just follow Project Next and share it. And if you know any veterans or anybody struggling with anxiety, depression, anything, any mental problems, you might recommend this place for them, because that's our whole goal, is to help everybody. I know.
Please recommend this place for them.
I'm not a veteran, but I'm going to learn a lot. I've already learned a lot from you, so everybody can learn, but we really, really want to help, especially with the whole male aspect of, if you got to be tough, you keep things to yourself. You're the strongest person I've ever met in my life now, and you clearly don't do that. You talk. You talk about anything, which is amazing. Yeah. So, guys, I can't wait to see you all Thursday at noon, or you can watch after. If you watch live, you can comment. You can comment after, and I'll try to get to it whenever I can, too. So that's fun. And thanks, everybody, for following Project Next. If you would please share this episode, like, follow. If you're on YouTube, help us with YouTube. It's one word, Project Next Movement. And subscribe. You can like, you can comment. That helps us so much. And thank you, everybody, on Facebook. You can share it on Facebook. That's the easiest thing to do. Got any last words?
Tune in.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to be
epic.
Just think of it as one massive therapy session for all of us.
Yes.
All of us.
Yes.
Americans.
Yeah. This is definitely the most American show with the veterans.
This is going to be very American. Tune in.
Yeah. And you're like a hunter, right?
I'm a hunter. I'm a lover. I'm a fighter. What else am I? I'm a son. All that. We go
and
on
you
and
can
on.
like meditate. Do you do yoga? You do yoga.
I do yoga. I do yoga twice a week.
Shane is into the meditation.
You ought to see him do that. It's pretty epic. I'm pretty sure.
That's cool. I've never done that. I can calm my thoughts down a little bit, but I don't know how to do that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay. See you all soon, and thanks for watching. And see you on Thursday at noon. It's March 13th. If you're watching this after March 13th, it's already out. You can watch the episode. All right. Bye, you guys.
See ya.